Hello everyone and welcome back to Calmlands. This is the multiplayer co-op with Nordic farming and we've reached episode number 34. We're starting down by the yard today because we are going to be completely revamping the yard. That's right, we are going to be moving and expanding into this section over here, this field, which was a one-time field. We harvested this sunflower from this last time, as well as the corn from the hillside field. But yeah, this is going to be changed into a expanded yard. So we're going to get busy doing that this morning. First of all, we need to move all of the equipment out of here so we can make space for it. So I'm probably going to jump in the Genesis and we can start taking some of the tools over to where the silo is. So leave that with us first of all and we'll get busy shunting everything over to the other part of the yard. And there we go, that is the last tractor moved, and we've got an absolute mosh pit of equipment over here in this section of our silo and restocking yard. So we really need to get that stuff out of the way so we can work on remodeling and expanding our yard. So Nordic and I are going to get busy doing that, and we'll see you when it's all completed. And here we are in our new expanded yard. The first section over here is a garage and also 2 wash stations, and it's a nice drive-through workshop for us to fix up our equipment. We've got a fuel tank, and then we've got 2 very large closed back sheds where we can store all of our implements. And then over to the right we have 2 very nice open sheds where we can store some of our bigger equipment like the harvesters and the plows. But yeah, this entire area has been landscaped, it's been flattened out, and to meet up with the terrain near the road we have a cliff that we've dug in, and there's a nice track that leads up to near our cow farm and where the little cut through to the shop area is. So that's pretty good, and it all links in with our previous yard. I think Nordic is busy fetching some equipment over already, so let's jump in a tractor and do the same, hopefully not get run over. I think we'll probably jump in the old Genesis and get something a little bit smaller. Nordic and I have discussed a little bit of an order about how we're going to go about storing certain things. So I've grabbed a Vanderstad seed drill. Nordic has the large class Xerion with the slurry spreader. And yeah, we've got a bit of an order about how we're going to do things. The big equipment is going to go in the open sheds, and this first closed shed to the left is going to be where our tractors and vehicles sit, and over here is where we're going to stash some of our implements. So we'll start with the seed drills, and then furthest to the right I think we'll put all of our grass equipment, mowers, windrowers, tedders, that sort of thing. So yeah, let's get this stashed in here. And that's dropped off in there. Quite deep, these sheds, so good amount of space. So Nordic is putting the windrower and the tedder in that side. Right, so we're going to get busy. I'm going to do a quick lap around so we can see what everything looks like, and we'll get everything parked up in our new fantastic yard. there we go. We've done a nice reorder of putting our equipment into the new sheds, and we've had to compromise a little bit in some places. The mowers are too tall for the sheds, so they've had to go in the open one, but they are near the grass equipment, which is all over here. So the windrow, tedder, baler, and the fertilizing spreaders and sprayers, and then we've got the planters and the seed drills, and then I think we've got the bale stacker over here, which is quite nice. But yeah, still a bit of free space. We've got some bays open and ready to be used. Got our tractors nearest the workshop, and yeah, it would be nice to go in and take a little look. Nordic is doing that. We've got our fuel tank and the weights stashed nearby. And in here is where we can nicely drive through and get our equipment all repaired. And it's quite important that we have a drive-through workshop because we have some quite big and bulky equipment now. And we've got things like the dolly trailered headers for our harvesters. And on that subject, we are going to be moving on to some harvesting now, because the sorghum field, which is the pig farm field, is now ready to harvest. So we're going to jump in the harvesters and go and get that nicely harvested. Shouldn't take us too long because we've got these rather big harvesters and headers now. Must remember to grab the header. Okay, so that's the header unhitched. And of course, in our nice new yard area, we have returned some of the greenery to Calm Lands, and got some trees and some grassy areas in here. So I'm just going to get hitched up to the header and nip and get the truck. I think Nordic is going to lead the way with this harvest, so I have to see what angle he is going to take. Hop in the agro truck and grab the trailer. There we go. I think we will stash that there, and we'll hop back in the harvester. Nordic is going the other direction, so we better spin round and follow him. Right, we are firing into action, and of course sorghum, we're not going to have any straw as byproduct, so we will just venture in, get this nicely harvested, and see you once we're all finished. So Nordic and I have finished the harvest, and we've filled up the trailer, but we've still got a little bit in the hopper each, so we will need to just get the harvesters back to the farm, bring the trailer back, empty that into the silo, and then empty the harvesters. But one good thing is we'll be able to use the new wash station at the yard, so we can park up in the wash station, and open up the pipe, and once the trailer has been unloaded, Nordic can bring that along and we can unload what's left. Here we are, Nordic has unloaded the sorghum into the silo and we can now unload. Very nice. Yeah, it's all unloaded, so we can pipe in and we can fold up the harvester as well. Fantastic. Right, so that gives us the ability to test out the new washer, and we've got 2 wash stations, which is really handy. We can head over here, grab the washer and wash up the harvester and the header. Fantastic. Superb. Now, our previous washing station didn't have enough space for us to drive underneath with big equipment, so that is very handy. Right, I think we'll get the workshop opened up so we can drive through and repair our harvester and our header. That'll be very good. So we can drive through here quite easily, and we've got enough space to maneuver both the harvester and the header into this workshop. Superb. And we can repair the harvester for $865 and the header for $45. So they didn't need much servicing, but always good to keep them in nice order. Now we can drive straight on through and back to park up. Alright, so we can drop that off and switch off. Fantastic. Nordic is giving his harvester a good old wash. And whilst he's doing that, we can check in on how much sorghum we harvested. So we have now got 205,797 litres, and I think we harvested probably around 80 to 85,000 litres from that one field. So we had a good amount of sorghum in stock already, but we are going to keep some for our production needs, but we will sell a good volume when the price is right for a cash crop. And the price is right in January, so we've got a little while to wait just yet. So Nordic has parked up, and that is us done for the day. It's been a busy one. We had to clear out our old yard, then we got busy expanding this yard and developing it into a new space for us to operate. I think it's working really well so far. And then to finish it off, we harvested the sorghum, and yeah, we've got everything nicely squared away. So that is it. I hope you have enjoyed watching. If you have, remember to drop a like and subscribe if you haven't. Check out Nordic's channel for his perspective of today's session. And until next time on Calm Lands, we will see you then. Cheers all, and bye bye.